I'm moving, or I moved, and that means all my stuff is in boxes. But I love stuff, especially trinkets. Usually, most of the surfaces in my house are covered in cute little guys. However, they're currently packed away. So I decided to make some new trinkets out of polymer clay to keep me company until I can unpack in my new house. Since I've been getting ready for my move, I haven't been making as much art and crafts. Partly because most of my art supplies are in boxes, partly because moving itself is such a big project that it can be hard to find the time and motivation for other projects. But making stuff is important to me. It's one of my favorite things to do in the world and a major coping skill. So I try my best to make time for it no matter what. Working with my hands is therapeutic, and for some reason, when I craft, I'm able to unravel knots of thoughts that can be tough to handle otherwise. If you feel similarly, I hope you can also make time for arts and crafts or whatever you love to do. We need to do the things we love while we're alive. Maybe even right now might be a good time. You can keep me on in the background, and feel free to share your current project in the comments. I always love to hear what everyone is up to, and we can all inspire each other. Crafting isn't all positive feelings. Sometimes I mess up. Actually, I mess up a lot. Luckily, mistakes are just chances to learn, and I had a lot to learn while making this puppy and deer. First, while the deer was baking, it fell over. I shouldn't have baked it upright. I knew that when I put it in, but for some reason I didn't change it. So it fell over, and the legs started hardening, like baking, at completely askew angles. But because I noticed this before it was completely done baking, I pulled it out, ripped off the askew legs, and I added new ones with unbaked clay. I've never added unbaked clay to partially baked clay and then baked that, but it worked out fine. I did have to sand the deer's legs afterward to make them even so that she could stand upright again. I want to coat the clay figures with resin to give them... Okay, she's leaving. I haven't worked with resin a lot, I just have this. I used it once on trinkets. I don't have the UV light, so when I did it last time I used the sun. Today, it's not sunny, it's cloudy, but I'm pretty sure that will still work. It just might take longer to cure. It's been so rainy here, and today's one of the first days it's not raining, so I want to get this done and put them outside and see if they'll cure before it rains later, maybe. I'm gonna start with the puppy figure because that one was a little less time consuming to make. So if the resin messes up the paint, then I won't have ruined this deer, which took a little more time. Immediately a mess. Resin was my second big mistake with these trinkets. Long story short, it didn't work. No matter how long I left it outside, the resin never fully cured or like hardened. It stayed sticky. Not completely goopy, but just like sticky. I am not a resin expert, as I said. I think it's because I use house paint, and maybe that interacted with the resin in some way that prevented it from curing. So I had to throw away that trinket. It just seemed like a hazard to have uncured resin sitting around my house. And to be honest, that was a bit of a bummer. I put a lot of work into that, and it doesn't feel good when you put a lot of time into something and then it doesn't work out. But I decided to remake it without the resin. And in the end, I have two cute trinkets, and they're not sticky. Now I get to look at these every day, and they're super cute and make me happy. But more importantly, they're a testament to me taking care of myself by prioritizing a hobby I enjoy during a really stressful, chaotic, and busy time. If it tells you anything, my period came a full week early this month. This is a zit sticker. I have a huge zit here that it's unpoppable and very painful. But yeah, I have these displayed where I'm living currently, which is at my parents' house in Richmond, Virginia. I'm living here temporarily. My partner and I are both moving to Virginia. I'm here by myself right now. I'm living here in the interim between our old house and our new house. I'm really excited to move back to the city. I have lived here before. It's actually where I met my partner, Justin. And now we're moving back here so he can go to law school. Also, I did not grow up here. My parents moved here after I originally moved here because they just liked it so much. And then I moved away and then moved back and then moved away, and now I'm moving back. It's an exciting new chapter. But before I moved, I went to go visit my sister and her kids in Charleston. let's put it on the plant. Oh, while I was there, I spent a lot of like one-on-one time with my nephew, and we played with a Furby that my sister and I found at the bins. Modern day Furbies are awesome, by the way. They can do so much cool stuff. I promised him that I would draw him a Furby sticker when I got home and send it to him. So here's that. I also made some baby kitty stickers for my niece, which I know that doesn't make sense. A kitty is a baby, but that's something she says, and she loves kitties, so who am I to argue? I wrote my niece and nephew a little note on this deer postcard. I recently ordered these just because I wanted them for myself. I wanted to have some postcards to use for notes and for junk journaling, but if you're interested in this, it's up on my Etsy store. So, yeah. Since I had so many extra stickers from trying to get the colors right with them, I decided to use a couple of them to junk journal about my trip. I've also done a little bit more junk journaling at my parents' house. One time I had a coconut custard lava bun in New Orleans, and I have been like chasing that taste and texture ever since. So I wanted to go to a place that had coconut custard buns here, but they weren't coconut custard lava buns. So it wasn't as good, but it was still fun. And so I used the wrapper from that. I also junk journaled using July's sticker for the Grub Club. I've been doing this every month since I started the Grub Club, which is my monthly sticker club on Patreon. Every month I design a new sticker, and if you sign up, you can get it sent to you. This month, oh my gosh, it's perfect. Jack is right here. This month features Jack, my dog. One time we put her in a sailor hat just for a second. We took a picture of her. I drew that. So this month's sticker is Jack wearing a sailor hat. Here's the sticker. It says, "Day by day, I sailed the seas of life." And that's just because that's kind of my vibe right now. I'm taking it day by day, and that's all we can do, really. So here is the spread I made using that sticker. And then every month, I've also been designing a custom note card for that month and a little paper sticker, just because I like making stuff. Here's the custom note card. It's Sailor Moon as a worm. Here's the custom sticker, this little star with horns and a clown nose. The Sailor Moon worm is actually, I made a shrinky dink of that a while back. I just like it. Combines two things. Just was kneeling on these, like, I have no respect. I need to be more careful. Like, if I had broken this dog, I would be sad. Why would I put them on the bed and then kneel with them? I just get so excited, I don't like think about myself in space and what's going on. But okay, I'm glad nothing bad happened. And if it did, I could probably glue it back together. And just because something is broken and put back together does not mean it's worse. I would just rather not ruin it right now. But yeah, here's the junk journal spread I did for last month. I designed this deer stamp sticker, and there are like the other freebies that come along with it. If you want me to send you fun stuff in the mail, you can sign up for the Grub Club. A link to my Patreon is in the description of this video. If you're not interested in this, thank you for listening. Hopefully it's still somewhat interesting and entertaining. Thanks for being here. I hope this video was still fun, even though it features less arts and crafts and just like general output and volume than my other videos. I have a bunch of ideas. I'm working on stuff. I'm looking forward to making videos in my new house, which, by the way, I have no idea what it looks like. So that's a fun surprise for all of us. If you're interested in seeing any of that, consider subscribing. If you subscribe, you become a Grub subscriber, and everybody knows that grubs have more fun. Bye.